Hi all, Cynthia here from MB Pretty Papers, back with another layout in my Traveller's Notebook. Grab these papers here, they are 6x6 and they were in my October kit from the Wild Hare Kits. For October I received a petite kit, which means that you get a smaller amount of stash and obviously it costs less to buy in the first place. And that allows you to be able to bring in some of your product from your stash. But I did get these papers here and now I'm just going to go through and see what I want to use. Initially think that I will use it in this setup and I'm liking that. And I go and grab the embellishments that came with the kit and that's where things started to change up. So most of this stuff here, most of this stuff here come from the actual kit. So I received some 6x6 papers. I received a specialty sheet, vellum sheet, which is from the Paige Evans collection. And then I've also received the ephemera pack from the Pink Fresh Studio line as well. And once I started cutting up these vellum pieces, I thought, I quite like those on this side, which means I won't have that other piece of paper. So I got rid of the full piece and the two pieces that I had on the bottom, the heart pieces. I felt it was a little bit too busy. Initially thinking I'll do a little bit of a grid design with the papers, and then I saw this one here, which said, you've got that thing. And I thought I would use that, but I am tossing up between best of times. And the reason that I'm tossing it up is because I want to bring this paper in here with the florals on it. That is from a Amy Tangerine collection. And when I received my kit, I went to my stash and I pulled out this paper because it has the blue in it, which I thought went well with the blue on the vellum. So I'm thinking I should use them both here. But in the end, I used the florals, but not the blue best of time piece. I end up using You've Got That Thing. So I just grabbed some of the florals here. I fussy cut them out. I don't think I make you watch me fussy cut them all out. I cut away here in a moment. And I start building up my collection, my foundations and the page. Quite like the way this is looking. So I'm going to grab the tape and tape this side down, just grabbing back that last floral piece to see where I want to lay the actual full piece. Make sure that it's laid on the page in the right place. Trimming off the excess and then I'll come back and bring in the floral piece and put that down. There we go, and just lining that up down the bottom. And then I'll tuck that other little floral piece that I have, I'll trim that up and I'll tuck that in down the bottom to cover up, go across the whole bottom of the page, just like that in there. Deciding whether I want the yellow one to be on top or tucked under, and I am going to tuck it under. And line that, make sure the edge of it is lined up with that 6x6 paper. That way there is a little bit of a gap there in the seam, which will help the book close a little bit. I have this photo here of my bestie, and I am just going to document a story about our relationship. We all need that bestie where we can share everything and talk about. Feel free to be able to talk about, all of our problems or our concerns or our thoughts and our beliefs and not feel like we're being judged at all. So that's what this page is going to be documenting. I go through the ephemera pack, as I said, that come with my kit, and I pull out everything that I think I might use, which is mainly the floral pieces. And I only used 3 or 4 of them in the end. Most of them are not quite the right shape. I do use a couple of the little sentiments. And there we go, pull them all off, and now I'll go through and see what I want to go where. No, I want my photo there. I initially thought I would tuck it in to the bottom of the floral pieces and sort of nest it in there. But once I realised I was going to use one of these big 3x4 vellum pieces as well, I wanted both of those to be even on the page, and I felt for this page, the right hand page, it needed to be in the centre pretty much, which meant I brought my photo up a little bit. Going through the rest of the pieces here, seeing whether there's any that I can use, and I bring in another couple. I think I bring in this one here, which says something like "Shine on, you beautiful thing," and I do layer it over on that side, but it blends in a little bit, so you'll see I come up with a way to help that stand out a little bit more in a moment. Love this piece here that says definitely lovely or fabulously lovely or something like that, and that is going to stay where it is now. Go back to the floral pieces, and I'm just going to fussy cut out a couple more pieces to be able to bring that element over onto the right, and just going to tuck it in there. Make sure one is sort of on top of that vellum piece and another part of it is tucked under the other one, which gives some interest and a little bit of difference there. And this is how I'm going to make this piece stand out a little bit. I'm just going to back it on a bit of white cardstock, staple one end of it so it will still flap up and be interactive as much as it can be. Tuck that in there, and I like that. What else do I go ahead and do? I think I start layering all this down, and I put my tape just down the bottom. Then I go ahead and start layering the other pieces down as well. How has everyone been? You all been well? You all managing to get some scrapping done, or some art journaling or project life? It's on the northern hemisphere it's all fall and autumn, whereas down here in the southern hemisphere it's all been spring and leading into summer. So it's quite interesting to see all the product and the layouts, and everything that's happening at the moment is very fall heavy, whereas it's all nice and summery down here. I've been out mowing the lawns today among trying to figure out my new software. Well, if you managed to see my previous video that I put up, which was a art journal page, it still may be there at the moment. I probably will go back and delete it at some point. The quality of it was absolutely atrocious. I used to use Microsoft Movie Maker to edit my photos or my videos, and it's been perfectly fine up till whenever I did the last couple of editings I done, which was in the last few weeks. I know my computer did an upgrade, and I dare say once the upgrade was done, Movie Maker is no longer being supported, so the quality was just, as I said, terrible, which I didn't realise until sometime after it was uploaded, and I happened to get on and was watching a part of it, and I realised that it was how bad it was. So I've quickly gone off and did a bit of a search on different softwares, have downloaded a new software. Well, this is the second software that I've downloaded, and I am now learning the new software to edit the films, and I've had to download a new voice recording software, so I am now learning how to use that software, and I'm learning how to marry the two pieces of software together, and hopefully it will all work out. There are only a couple of photos at the end, close-up photos, as I was having a little bit of difficulty trying to figure out how I could get more than two in. I'm sure once I study and practice some more, I will work the software out, and hopefully it will only get better. But let me know, what's the quality of this one like, do you think? Is it clear? Does it sound okay? Is the voice marrying up with the image? That's going to be the tricky thing, because I have to do them separately. Please give me your feedback. So what am I doing here? I'm adding some of these absolutely adorably gorgeous, scrumptious hearts. These puffy hearts, they're shiny and the colours are just gorgeous and they're just absolutely beautiful. And I've put a few of those around the page, adding some of the last little sentiments. I cut away here and add my journaling. There you go, my journaling's done. Come back in with the gold Heidi Swap Colour Shine and sprinkle that around. You know what it's like. You cover up your photo, and you're going really well, and then for some reason or other you can't be bothered covering it up anymore. Thankfully, I didn't get any on it, but, you know, that's how it rolls. And that is it. As I said, a couple of photos coming up. Please give me a thumbs up if you like the process. Leave me a comment. I love reading all your comments. And I will talk to you on the next video. Oh, I added this one at the last minute. And as I said, until next time, everyone have a lovely day, a lovely week, or a lovely month. Talk to you next time. Bye.